Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. So in the last video, we made it possible for the user to select some objects and then transform it. And the transformation data is saved into our database and that gets broadcasted to other clients. So in this video, we're gonna try to see if we can make it possible for users to drag and drop, or rather to drag to move an object. I think what I'm going to do is to start with the example code from Canva, and hopefully it's very similar to what we did for the transformation. Because the thing I'm not sure about is that I don't know if the move is sort of a transformation, or is it actually a it actually changes all the points position, for example, in this path. And hopefully it's the first case. That we were basically covered already, right? We just need to add a event listener and call it a day. So let's find the example. Yeah, let's look at this basic example here, right? Well, so that makes it looks very easy. But let's see. Yeah, is this mouse move function or drag? Drag. Oh, because it has draggable to true, but it's not actually listening to the drag events. So I think it's something something here, right? Right, that seems about right. So it has a drag move. I think we don't need drag move, but we only need drag end or undrop, maybe. Or actually, maybe transform just handles that. Actually, let me give it a try. Not that one. Right. So maybe the only thing we need to do is just to enable, is to set transform to true. Let's just try it here. Here, the set, not set, variable, right? Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I can drag, that's good, but it's not triggering transform end. I believe it's not. Okay, so I guess there is some kind of event we need to listen to. Right, event, listen for events. I need a list of events I can listen to. It's probably here. Actually, let me just try something, right? Just do undrop. Maybe that's just the same name as the DOM elements. Here. So undrop. Like hello. And where do I add the listeners? Okay, here. Drop. Right here. Why can't I? Oh, gotta be select mode, I guess. No. To have it here, I removed it. Shape that. Let's go draggable. Well, it's not. And I'm also drawing, so that's not good. So I guess. Oh, right. I can drag and drop. I guess the target is the event target. Maybe it's not tr. We try later, right? Start forward. And similarly here, right? Because it's dropping on the ledger, so hopefully that makes sense. Still not. Okay. Google that. On drop event. Drop event. Drop and drag enter. Drag start, drag move, drag in. Right. Drag end sounds promising. Although I'm not sure why. Oh, I'm stupid. It is should drop, right? Okay, let's try that. Nothing. Okay, so sorry. Stage on drop function. I mean, maybe this will work. Well, it has to have to be on the select mode. Still nothing. Am I running the okay, it's still building, I guess. Yes, it's still building. Okay. It's interesting. So what's on drag end then? Drag end. Oh, it's firing. What? Huh. It's trying to manually fire a drop event. On drag end. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Select mode. Oh, that's something. Oh, did it just... Oh. What? Oh, it works. Oh. I was... Okay, that's great. So I made a typo here. This should be on drop. That's my intention. But on transform end just works, I guess. Okay, let's try select multiple items here. Right, can I move? Oh, nice. Oh, hey, that works. I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay, let's try again. So I guess I still have to like very precise on where I click, but when I do it, it works. I think that's good. It's good. It's good for now, I think. So the only thing is that I don't want the drag ball to be set to true all the time, right? I only want it to be true when it's on. Actually, I think I should make it to set to true when select mode is activated, or is there a good way to do that? Well, I mean, I could just say this dot board dot. I mean, I could do this. I can do some kind of loop here, right? But the thing is, if there are objects that's added before this stage, right? Like after the activation stage, then they won't have trackball set to true. So that's not good. Okay. I mean, one thing we could do is we can only set it to true when it's selected. Like we only select the objects that's within this circle or this rectangle to be draggable. That's an option. Right? Well, let's do the first approach though, because that to me it feels more intuitive. Because when I'm in select mode, I feels like that I should be able to drag and drop even though things are not selected. Right, similar to the example here, right? Like I should just be able to do that without selecting it. So I think to do that, we need some kind of thing callback here to say, like some kind of, let's try this, like process added objects shape. Let's call it shape. Right. This dot shape would be, what about that node? Let's call it node. Be consistent. Right, so node should be should have trackball set to true here, and so convert. I should not do it here, but rather right, because convert doesn't have the context of the board. But in a board file, so new objects, so there are two ways an object can be added. The first one is from remote changes, and the second one is here, right? And we can just add a callback to say add node to layer. Node, so combo node, and we just call this dot layer dot add node. Well, apparently that would not work. Yeah, that works. Anyways, shape. And I will have current handler. Should I have a getter? Something like that. Right, so I guess what's it called? Process added shape. Right? And make it optional. Right. So here we can then just do dot process added shape, and we just need to replace the call with this add shape to layer. Right? Where's the other layer dot add? So apparently I have more than one call. Oh no. Right. Okay. Let's try if it still works. Apparently it does not. Oh, why isn't my TypeScript complaining about it? What are you doing? Okay. Okay, that still works, and when I so when I do enter here, I should do the layer board. Entry, not entry, the for each, right? So this approach might be more expensive though, right? Because we're setting the draftable on all the objects. I guess if it becomes a problem, we'll deal with that. Okay. So now I can only draw, right? I cannot drag it. Now if I do select, now I can start to drag it, which is just super fun. Although I don't think if I drag it, I'm also selecting it. But I won't complain about that for now. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of things we can still improve. Like, I think the selection logic is not perfect. So every time if I select those objects, I mean, if it's apparent that I still need to click on the lines to be able to drag and drop it. Like I cannot click something here, so that's something we can improve. And I think it's just sometimes when for example, if I do that and if I click here, now it deselects, and I click again, it selects some random object. I don't know which object is actually selected. But I think that's something we can fix later. For now, I think what I'm gonna do is to try to make it possible for the user to zoom in and out, right? Because that's all the if you only have this space, users can easily fill it, and there's no more space. And if you allow zoom in and zoom in out, they kind of have an infinite space they can work on. So let's try that. I think here's a, I think there's an example here. Is it called scale? Okay, let's try it. Let's add something, maybe main, and we can say this dot stage dot scale x. I think that didn't work, so I guess it'll take something like x. It's 2, maybe y2. It's hard coded for now. I'll just try that first. So how do we call that? We have a board riff here. Let's just try to add a button here. And click. You should not have an inline function here in production code, but this is just to show you an example of things. Current zoom in, maybe. Let's try that. Okay, that works, but I'm not able to see other parts of the canvas anymore. But let's see if like other things are still working, like select. Well, it feels like it's still working. Oh, it's not. It's actually not working. Okay. Well, so I guess selection is just like, right. You can see that my mouse position is not where it actually is. So we need to fix that. Drawing still works. Drawing still does not work as well. So we need to fix that. I guess just need to take the scale level into account when doing that. When like getting the cursor positions. So where do we get positions? Get position, no. Get pointer position. I bet there's a thing called get absolute. No. Just no get absolute pointer position, okay? So this one gets the position of the get relative pointer position. Okay, I guess I need to consult the API docs. The relative pointer position. So pointer relative to local coordinates. Oh, I see. I see. This might work, actually. When you are relative to the stage, you are basically absolute, right? Because the stage is like the root layer of things. Like that. But again, if this works, then get pointer position should also work. Sure. Okay, so this is on mouse down, right? I just replace everything for now to see what happens. Get pointer. Okay, zoom in. Well, it works. Huh. Okay, that's good. Select still works. Yeah, still works. Although it's selecting so much more than I expect. I don't know if this is a bug in our selection code or actually in selection code, or it's because of zooming level. Let's take a look just to see if there's anything very obvious for us to fix. So the code is here. Have intersection, and the box is that get client rect get absolute. I'm guessing here basically. Get client rect. Okay, get client rect of nodes. This rectangle should also include all styling. Okay, I am not sure if that gives me the if that takes into account the zoom level. But based on the other things we're working on, it's just this one selects so much more. Oh, okay, I guess it's actually makes sense. Maybe not. Okay. Right, if I do this, then maybe it intersects with this point here or somewhere. Right. Although that still selects it, which isn't correct. But that might be the bug where if I select whatever, it selects, oh no. Just, so this one is trying to be selected very hard. Okay, I'm not sure. So this one in particular, if I do it here, Okay, let's try to just, cross-lock something here. Actually, let me come back to this like very soon. There's another thing I need to test, I believe. Right, let's make it possible to like zoom in on the like maybe to make it possible to zoom in when the user uses the mouse wheel or something, or to make it more like the zoom in steps more gentle. So let's do that. Right, starts with 1, and then we should have a function to set zoom level, basically. Although I think zoom in, yeah, I think that's still required, but let's do. Okay. Hmm. And zoom in should get the current zoom level. Well, this needs to do that. And this needs to do something like that. Okay. Let's do it here actually. Zoom in and zoom in, zoom out. Okay, that seems to be working. Now, if I draw something here, well, that still works. Although I guess like the stroke should be associated with the zoom level, right? Hmm. Well, I guess it's not the stroke per se, but like the whole. Like if I'm zoomed out and if I draw something like this, the result should be a very thick line instead of the same width as the other strokes, I think. Actually, let's try that. So the current join object is here in the join layer. Okay. Maybe it's possible to scale the join layer instead. Maybe it does not make sense. I don't know. Because right now we only have like this very simple shape, which is a line. But like if I were to draw a rectangle or something, if I set the stroke to a set value, then I believe the stroke should not, in that case, scale with the overall scale of the canvas. Well, let's go with this for now. I think we'll come back for that. Okay. Right, I think the other thing is that when you zoom in, you don't have the option to see the other areas of the canvas, which is not good. It just feels very strange. So I think we should allow the users to pan, right? Pan around the canvas. Which I believe is also something in this example. Drag line. I bet there's some example here. Distance. Okay, so that's right. That's to support touch screen, but I think we can get what we want from here. So it's getting the scale from distance to last distance, and it's scaling the stage, which is what we already done here. It's the new position. So where's the position? Okay, so that position is applied to the stage. Well, let's see. Set position x number y number. Right, let's just do something manual just to test it out. Let's call it stage position. Right. Yeah, just have a thought just regarding the issue we were discussing before. I think it actually makes sense to keep the stroke width no matter the zoom in level, because eventually we will want the user to select the stroke width explicitly. So I think with that functionality to explicitly set the stroke width, we are good. Okay, come back to this. Set position. This should do this start stage position xy equals to that, right? And the start stage dot what's it called, position. It's that stage position. And similarly here we have move x. Let's call it move x. Well, so this, I'm thinking this would be a relative number here, right? So in this dot set position, actually stage position. Okay, and so x will be x will be x plus value, and y is the same. Actually, why don't we... So x will be the same and y will be y plus value. So what I'm thinking is, just to test things out, we'll add a button to click to move left, move right rather. Move x should be a positive value. Let's do 5, right? Let's try it. And let's just move down. Let's try it. No, this is moving left and this is moving up. Well, does that make sense? So the position is, I mean, we can just roll with it, right? Just be consistent everywhere and it's should be fine. Yeah. And if it doesn't work, we just like, every time when we have a case where it's like doing the opposite, we just change the sign and that should be fine. Right, so move right works, move down works. Now we just need to support doing that with the mouse, like with the mouse is occupied by join and select though. So maybe we could do a drag and drop with the mouse wheel, like the button 3. Not sure if that makes sense. Let's see. It's almost 3. Middle click, middle drag events. So let's see that. Oh, so you can get the which from here, but I don't know which is which. Huh. Wait a minute. Not should not be this one. It should be right mouse fit. Right, which is bad, non-standard. Okay. I mean, we could do like the shift key to pan. Not sure which one is like more standard, or we can just have the dedicated mode for it, right? Something here. But actually, I think this video is already about an hour, so I guess I'll do that in the next video. Sorry about that. But yeah, still, if you have any questions or suggestions, just let me know. And the source code will be, the location of the source code will be in the description or in the chat. Guess I'll see you next time. All right, thank you. Bye.